Know what I mean? Know what I mean? Nudge, 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 nudge. Know what I mean? Say no more. No.
To the rescue. And this is actually something that needed to happen. Earlier in our history, we had a lot of big businesses wielding a lot of power. And some of those businesses even tried to bust some of the protests or strikes and killed people. So the U.S. created laws and developed this commission. It's called the U.S. Sentencing Commission Guidelines. And what these are intended to do is help companies understand what the U.S. will allow companies to do, or what is ethically acceptable when you're doing business within the U.S. Who does this cover? Almost everyone. Nonprofits and unions included. Even pension funds. What does it cover? Any offenses that we define by federal law. We can't invade anybody's privacy, not our employees, not our competitors. We can't price fix. We can't defraud people. We can't commit theft, embezzlement, etc. Why? Well, the purpose of these guidelines and laws aren't just to punish people after we find them violating things, but we also want to encourage companies to prevent violations before they happen. Now again, historically, if management was unaware of an employee's unethical activities, the company could not be held responsible. Since 1991, when this commission guidelines was organized or was established, companies can now be prosecuted and punished even if the management doesn't know about unethical behavior. So we're getting really, really strict. Penalties for unethical behavior can be very substantial, with maximum fines approaching $300 million. An amendment made in 2004 outlines much stricter requirements for ethical training and emphasizes creating a legal and ethical company culture.
The method used to determine a company's punishment illustrates the importance of establishing a compliance program. As illustrated in this exhibit, the first step is to compute the base fine by determining what level of offense has occurred. The level of the offense, that is, its seriousness, varies depending on the kind of crime, the loss incurred by the victims, and how much planning went into the crime. After assessing a baseline, the judge computes a culpability score, which is a way of assigning blame to the company. The culpability score can range from a minimum of 0.05 to a maximum of 4.0. The greater the corporate responsibility in conducting, encouraging, or sanctioning illegal or unethical activity, the higher the culpability score. The culpability score is critical because the total fine is computed by multiplying the base fine by the culpability score. This is a carrot and stick approach, offering lower fines for companies that are taking a proactive approach, creating compliance programs.
How'd you like Computer Kate in that last slide? Okay, so this slide is the steps you take in creating a compliance program. How do you create one? You have to do all of these. Establish standards and procedures, and we establish those standards and procedures with reference to the law. We assign upper management to be in charge of the program because we have to have that authority to make sure it moves and that our employees understand that this is something taken seriously within the company. We encourage employees to participate. We train, we reinforce, we improve. Maybe you've seen a pattern in a lot of these programs. The last step is improving the program. Unfortunately, or fortunately, for companies that want to avoid paying stiff fines, the U.S. Sentencing Commission guidelines clearly spell out these 7 steps, or these 7 components of effective compliance programs, so that companies know what they're supposed to be doing and how to put forth what kind of effort to make sure they're in compliance.